Wouldn't it be fantastic if you could increase the value of your home by £15,000 in just 3 days? Sound impossible? Well, that's exactly what we're going to try and do. Coming up today, our team take on a house trapped in a time warp.
This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen in my life.
There's an unforeseen disaster.
We'll have to close the site down.
Cracks are appearing in the team.
Look, what did I say to you about that over there?
What did you say?
I said don't do it.
With the clock ticking.
The clock is less than 2 hours to go.
And everything to lose.
If we don't do that bathroom, I think we've lost the game.
Can they pull off this race against the clock renovation? You need to increase the value of this house by £15,000, OK? Hello and welcome to the Renovation Game. This is a show where every day you'll see our crack design and build team work on a different house with a view to raising its value by an incredible £15,000. But there's a catch, and a pretty drastic one. If they fail in their task, they don't get paid. Quite literally, no win, no fee. Now, we give them a budget of £3,000 to complete their works, but just 3 days to do it. Today, we're in the expensive commuter belt of Hertfordshire at the home of retired Special Constable Michael and his 27-year-old son, Chris. Michael bought this 1930s house 28 years ago, just before Chris was born.
When Chris was 4 months old, his mum, Val, died.
I suppose what that's meant is that my dad's brought me up from 4 months old and had a tough time of it. I've done my best to be a nice little boy. And being two fellas in a house together with no female, I don't know, influence, I'm guessing that has something to do with the house being a slight mess.
Over the years, as Michael juggled full-time work and bringing up a baby, the house became run down and neglected, and it's full of clutter which Michael struggles to clear.
Sometimes when I've gone to start clearing things or turning them out, because of what I'm handling, there are memories, and I find that very difficult. And I therefore don't really want to carry on doing it. Even now, I was turning out some stuff yesterday, and I was just sort of sitting there thinking. So, yeah, it's an emotional attachment in that way. It's the contents rather than the house itself.
Chris is just back from a tour of Afghanistan with the parachute regiment, and both men are now desperate to finally have a house they can call home. The hallway is large but a complete mess. The wallpaper is peeling from the walls and threadbare carpet on the stairs is being held together with tape.
This is the front room, which used to be our lounge. Now it's been used very much as a storage space from when we had the extension done, so there's a lot of clutter on the floor.
You're not kidding. 3 years ago, they did do some work, building an extension and fitting an eat-in kitchen, but they were left with a pile of rubble where the patio should be out the back. The bathroom is a complete disaster, untouched since the 1970s, and it shows.
You've got old dated sink and old bath. It's just basically terrible. Nothing to be proud of in this room at all.
The master bedroom feels desperately unloved, with yet more peeling wallpaper and curtains hanging off their rails.
The room has slowly deteriorated, partly because the plaster's come away. When I've come upstairs, all I want to do is get into bed. Nobody else comes up here, it's only me to bother about.
This run-down house needs a dramatic transformation from top to bottom. Can our building team really pull it off in just 3 short days? Before any work starts, we've invited 3 experienced local estate agents to come and value the house.
We're obviously in the living room. Nice sized room. It's quite dark, not fantastic lighting.
Very modern kitchen. Only negative is the patio. That really does need finishing off.
This needs to be fully refurbished to a fairly good standard. Some people even think about knocking this through to the toilet. You know, at the moment it's almost unusable without being rude.
There's obvious redecoration that needs to take place. Remove as many of these bits and pieces as you can, so you can show off the space of the room.
Time for the all-important valuation.
The bathroom is almost an unusable bathroom at the moment.
Main bedroom needs replastering to certain walls and complete redecoration.
So what are we thinking price-wise? Around about the 420, something along those lines?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Great.
Despite its neglected condition, it's still a pretty high valuation, reflecting the desirability of this leafy suburb. The question is, can today's renovation game team add another 15 grand on top? Let's hope so, or they won't get paid. Paul's the gaffer, and with 24 years in the trade, he knows all the tricks to get jobs done fast. Jamie's the team chippy, but he's also a dab hand at most home improvement jobs. The joker in the pack is Huntley. He's a great plasterer and all-round handyman. And finally, Alex is the designer responsible for the overall look of the finished home. Good morning, team.
Morning.
Morning. You all good and fine fit?
Yeah, fine to go.
Right then, and don't be fooled by this wonderful facade. Behind that door is an absolute wreck. With that in mind, the estate agents have valued it at a rather daunting £420,000.
Oh my gosh, that's loads.
Yeah, it's deemed a pretty good area.
Yeah.
Inside, you'd struggle to believe those figures once
I
you
don't
see
believe it, mate. For that price, it's got to be nearly perfect.
No. Now look, I think the real challenge for the next few days is getting the work done in time. Now you guys you've been around there before, haven't you?
Yeah, we have, yeah.
So these guys have allotted the rooms which you're going to work on. You guys, why don't you go and have a look around the house now, see what mess they've got you into, and we'll go and meet the owners. Foreman Paul and designer Alex have already had a chance to look around the property and assess where they think they can add value. But Huntley and Jamie have taken on the project blind, and they're desperate to see what they've been roped into.
Oh my.
It's a mess. It's like back in the 60s. It's the worst.
I don't know. They're like 70s taps, aren't they?
Listen, in all my 25 years of building, this is the worst bathroom I've ever seen in my life.
What we got to do? We got to rip it all out.
There is a lot to do, isn't there?
Yeah, I think the first jobs we should do is like the bathroom upstairs and get the doors off.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at the gaffer tape on the stairs. That's brilliant. That's excellent. Look. At least they've tried to keep the carpet intact.
Huntley, Jamie?
Yes, mate.
What have you got us in for?
How did I know you were going to say that? No, there is loads to do.
All that
Loads.
woodwork needs to be painted.
I know,
Yeah,
calm
but
down,
just think
calm
we'll
down.
need to do it.
You reckon?
Yeah.
And who's going to do all the plastering?
You've got a day, you should be able to get at least 2 or 3 rooms,
Yeah.
with a bit of plastering done in them, so it's ready for decoration. And then I was thinking, Alex, if you sort out your paint colours, get the paint
my
out of the van,
makeup.
and we'll
Do
do
your
that,
makeup.
do your makeup.
Yeah.
So while we're doing all the work, what are you doing,
I'm
Paul?
going to be doing the bathroom, ain't I?
We are doing the bathroom, are we?
Yeah. As long as we're not complacent, we get on with our roles, and just get out and whack it.
As long as we get
Okay,
it finished,
let's go.
it'll be sorted.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Come on.
This house is a total mess. Bar the kitchen, it's in need of a complete renovation throughout. But we've only got 3 days and £3,000. The team need to turn things round fast by whatever means possible. Paul and Alex have come up with a plan to renovate 4 rooms of the house. Downstairs, they'll be working on the front room as well as the hallway. They're turning this barely used living room into a study which bookworm Michael can really enjoy. They'll be patching up this run-down hallway and giving it a new lease of life. But it's upstairs which really holds the key to the success of this renovation. The old bathroom and adjoining toilets are going to be completely stripped out and modernised. And finally, the master bedroom is going to be given some much-needed love. Michael and Chris make a start clearing 30 years of memories. They're going to be lending a hand for the first couple of days. Foreman Paul is wasting no time attacking that dilapidated bathroom. They're going to rip down the old wallpaper, replace it with new tiles, add a new bathroom suite and give it a fresh new colour scheme.
Need a hand?
Yeah, of course, mate, yeah.
Right.
Please, could you just move some of that out of the way?
No, it's all good for me.
What do you think of it so far?
There's so many hours in that bath.
Huntley! His hand! Yeah. It's heavy.
I'll take it if you want, if you're not. It's everything. Listen here, Rambo, don't start with me, son.
It's the first day of the renovation of Chris and Michael's Hertfordshire home.
Does everyone know what they're doing, yeah?
Yeah.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Yeah, you come with me upstairs, right, and we're going to hit that bathroom. All right, Huntley?
Yeah.
Right, so you know what you're doing, don't you? Strip all this off,
Yeah.
make all this good, yeah?
And then wallpaper it?
Wallpaper it. All that staying.
Yeah.
What about the ceiling, Alex? What do you want to do with that?
Just paint it white.
OK, cool.
Yeah.
Right, carpet's out. Let's get going. Come on, come on. Come on, chop, chop.
Owner Michael moved into the house with his late wife Val 28 years ago, and he's barely touched it since. Over the years, his broken heart and busy life as a single dad has seen it fall into chronic disrepair.
One thing that I'm looking forward to is perhaps if I can be more proud of the house, I'm be happier to bring people to it.
And Huntley's discovering it's even worse than it looks.
Paul.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, I know.
No, the whole lot can be like it, mate.
And then you just take off the bare minimum.
The bare minimum. No, look.
Just do what you can with it. You're going to have to re-skim it anyway, aren't you?
The team are going to be really pushed to get this job done in time, and I've got serious doubts about them getting paid. Houses in prime residential areas, such as London's commuter belt, are already expensive. And this one here, well, as you can see, it's been extended and very recently, and it's had an open-plan modern kitchen put in. That in itself is probably the most profitable way of adding value to a building. So the bad news for our team is that all they're left with, really, with the exception of the bathroom, is cosmetic upgrading. And that's far from the easiest way of adding 15 grand's worth of value. And to make matters worse, upstairs in the bathroom, Paul has uncovered a problem which could jeopardise the entire renovation.
Hey, we've got a problem here.
Oh, we've always got a problem, Paul.
I know. Basically, the problem we've got is obviously we've got water damage to the floor in here, so I can't put a new bath on top of that. So we're going to have to take all this out. And hopefully there won't be any joist damage. If not, we're really in big trouble. I mean, we'll have to close the site down.
These wooden joists are just below the floorboards and run horizontally through the length of the house. They basically hold up the floor and ceiling. If they're badly rotten, they'll need replacing and the floors and ceilings ripped up. And that will put an end to any chance of this renovation being completed in just 3 days' time.
Better get on with it.
While Paul investigates the joists, I'm off to see another house nearby for some inspiration. It's a similar style to Chris and Michael's, but it's been valued at £80,000 more, and I want to see why. Now, we're just over a mile or so away from Chris and Michael's house, and I've been trying to find a property that's similar to theirs in order to find something maybe to inspire us for our renovation project. But take a look. There's just no for sale boards. There's a real lack of supply, which is one of the reasons why the estate agents put a relatively high value on Chris and Michael's house in the first place. Now, I have found somewhere, and it's another semi-detached, but inside, it's quite different. So, let's compare this house with Chris and Michael's. Just like most of these semis, you've got a reception room at the front. I think Chris and Michael's is slightly bigger than the Valuation we've got. Again, they've done a similar thing here in the kitchen. They've got a modern kitchen diner, nice open plan feel, and this is a fantastic extension. This whole house seems to flow towards the back, and that's something that Chris and Michael's doesn't have. Now, coming up to the first floor, I think Chris and Michael's house is still in the game. We've got 2 double bedrooms and a bathroom. Now, seeing this bathroom, it raises a little issue that we've not yet discussed. Chris and Michael's house has the bathroom with a pedestal basin and the loo separate. Now, if you knock that wall down, you would have room to put in a separate shower. And seeing this house and the spec of this bathroom does give me a bit of a concern. Are we doing enough? And when I come out of the bathroom and see another staircase, alarm bells are starting to ring. Now, this house has an entire extra floor. You've got a modest-sized bedroom there, another bathroom on this floor, and a big dormer extension, giving yourself Well, we're now looking down the barrel of a 4-bedroom house with an amazing kitchen that's done to a very high spec, which has been valued at around 500 grand. Now, by the end of our 3 days, Chris and Marco's house needs to be valued at least £435,000. Not a huge price difference when you're talking about this bracket, but they're poles apart in terms of size and quality, aren't they? Meanwhile, back at the house, it's now early afternoon.
Because the bathroom's so bad upstairs.
Yeah.
I mean, with the joist damage, possibly, and the whole floor, we might actually be in a position where we've got to just
Stop.
No, we've got to stop the bathroom. We can't do anything to it. What I mean is it's got joist damage, so that means what we've got to do is...
It's now structural.
It's structural damage.
Right, if we don't do that bathroom, I think we've lost the game.
Yeah, I know.
The whole renovation is hanging in the balance, but there's good news in the hallway where Huntley's steaming ahead.
We're not messing around, man. We're not messing around.
Huntley's covered the cracks in the hall, but there's new cracks appearing in the team.
Oh, I've got a new nickname for Paul. It's Cutback Paul. Cutback Paul. I can't believe everything I ask about. He goes, yeah, no problem, don't worry, we can do that. Next minute, Paul, can we do that? Oh, we're going to have to cut that one back, Alex. Oh, we can't do that. No, it's going to take us ages. And even on this first day, day one on this build, it's Cutback Paul.
It's now 3 p.m. and I'm dying to see how Cutback Paul is getting on in the rotten bathroom. So there's been a leak, the floorboards have gone, and they've now rotted right the way down to the joist below.
Yeah, they've only just come into them by probably about 20 mil. So what we can do is we can put some dry rot treatment on this.
OK.
Yeah, so that'll be OK. This one's a little bit deeper, but what I have to do is we're going to rip this bit of section of floor up and have a really good look at this, but I think this is salvageable. Any worse than this would have to take the whole lot out. These joists don't just stop here, they run right through the whole landing.
What, another year later, and we'd be looking at putting, what, part new floors in?
Not even that, yeah. It'd be
Really?
probably another 6 months, and it would have been a new bathroom, new joists, new floor, new ceiling downstairs.
You can see how that's gone straight down into the joist, can't you?
I'm just hoping that this is the only area, because obviously I came in here to put a bathroom suite in, not to actually start doing the floor and doing the joists.
The team have had a lucky escape. Instead of having to completely replace these joists, Paul can just cut out the rotten bits and apply a dry rot treatment. They're now back in with a chance of completing this renovation. If you discover you have rotten joists, there are a few key things you need to do. If the joists are rotten throughout, they'll need replacing, which is a massive structural job involving tearing down ceilings. If it's just part of the joist that is damaged, it's essential you cut back to the good timber or the rot will spread. Bolt on a new piece of timber about the same size. Finally, apply a damp-proof treatment which can be purchased from any DIY store to prevent more damp in the future. If the team are going to hit the 15 grand target, they need to make the messy patio look a bit more like the one I saw down the road.
Just a couple of days ago, this was a big pile of rubble. So now I've flattened it down with the help of lots of friends. I want this to be just like a patio where I can sit in the sun, south-facing.
Good idea. So Chris, who's just back from Afghanistan, has dragged Paul out of the bathroom for a crash course in bricklaying. How difficult is it? Because it looked like, to me, one of those jobs that people like you make look very easy.
Yeah.
And I may look very difficult.
All you want to do is get it onto the trowel first. This is the front of the brick. Butter the back of it. And then just sweep it off the top. I'm going then. Back to my bathroom.
All right.
Right. Oh.
You
do
first.
this. All right.
So listen, what's it like to be home?
It's awesome to be back. It's like, but now I'm back, it's like I wasn't even there. It's a bit of a strange feeling. I mean, there's some things like you think you're there suddenly again,
Really?
but you just adjust and you get used to it. I mean, my time out there was relatively all right. We all come back safely together in my little unit.
So what's it like being back with your old man?
I was obviously worried about him while I'm out there. He was worried about me.
I was going to say, I think that was two ways.
It was two ways, yeah. So no, it's really good to be back.
Living with your parents when you're older sometimes isn't the easiest thing in the world. Having two reception rooms and doing this house up the way Alex and the team intend it should help in that way, shouldn't it?
Yeah, well, it'll make things easier.
You got the front of the brick there? That's the back there. That's got to go facing the blocks, no. The other way around.
Oh, what am I doing? That way?
No!
Am I getting away?
That's
that way?
it!
Could I have just done that on that and turn it round?
You're right now. Put that down as it is. We're going to be longer than an hour, aren't we? Is that... Start again. Right. Because I've got... That doesn't even go there, does it? It's already on there. This is a nightmare. We're going to be here all night.
Back indoors, it's now early evening and Paul's making up for lost time in the bathroom. But downstairs, despite the manic schedule, Huntley's in the living room doing work he's not supposed to.
Huntley, what are you doing?
I'm just patching up the wall, because, you know, there was wallpaper on this before. I took the wallpaper off, but as you took the wallpaper off, some of the plaster's come off with the wallpaper, so I'm just patching it up to skim the whole lot again. Why, you got a problem with that?
You're going to skim the whole lot?
Yes.
Look, what I've done is I've matched a wallpaper that goes with this one.
Yeah.
I tried to do that to save you having to skim it.
Well, I'm going to have to skim it now.
Right.
Huntley may be making more work for himself, but upstairs they've given the joists a coat of dry rot treatment and replaced the floorboards, ready for the new suite to be installed.
Cool.
So, coming to the end of day one now, Michael's bedroom, the one at the back of the house, hasn't moved on a great deal, and there's plenty of work for Huntley here. There's a new loo in the loo, not yet plumbed in, and the bathroom, well, how far away till you can start tiling, do you think, Paul?
Straight away, Jamie should be cutting the tiles as we speak, yeah?
OK, so the bathroom, well on the way, and it needs to be, because there's plenty of work to be done downstairs.
So it's full steam ahead to catch up with the runaway schedule. Whilst Jamie cracks on with the tiling, downstairs, Alex gets Michael and Chris to lend a hand in the living room. But poor Huntley's getting it in the neck again.
What do you want to do, plaster the whole house?
Well, it looks like it, because every time I touch it, the whole wall falls apart, so I might as well skim the whole lot.
But what I'm worried about is drying time. So,
I know.
Yeah, so what I mean, so really, should have just patched this one.
I should have done, but it didn't really look too good, so I thought I might as well skim it. I think it looks wonderful.
I don't know.
What? You saying I made a mistake?
Well, it would have been quicker, wouldn't it? Quick is good. Quick is good.
Yes, so your wife was telling me, so yeah. I'll carry on with this then, yeah?
No, I'll get on with it.
Yeah, all right, see you later. Bye-bye.
So, end of day one, 7:30 in the evening. Now, Paul and Jamie are still in that bathroom. It's taking up their time, and they're there all of the time. Once they finish in there, which is going to be well in tomorrow, they need to help Huntley and Alex out on the downstairs living room, the hallway, the stairwell and the landing before they can even think about getting into that upstairs bedroom. They've come a long way, but they've only got 2 days left.
I'm off, but inside the team are still hard at it, and the effects of the baking hot day have taken their toll on the plaster work.
Yeah. And look, you got dark patches there and you got white patches there. Normally, that won't be like that till about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's definitely something to worry about. If it dries out too much, we could wet it down a little bit tonight. What do you think?
I think we just take the chances, just let it dry and see. But I've never seen anything like this in I will say in my life, actually. Normally, this wall, as I said, will still be damp, but it's just...
Yeah, I'm just worried that, you know, the door will slam and it all falls on the floor.
Yeah.
Won't look good.
We're doing the whole lot. And I just don't want it falling off.
What did I say to you about that over there?
What did you say?
I said don't do it.
You did?
I said just do a bit of patching. And what have you done? You've plastered the whole house.
But we'll see what happens in the morning.
Come on then.
Yeah.
It's day 2 on the renovation game, and Paul and Huntley are half expecting their new plasterwork to be crumbled on the floor.
We'll soon find out.
Oh, what? I thought we got away with it, you know, mate.
Yeah, look, you see that up there? There's a little bit of craving still, but it looks OK.
Nah, that's fine.
It, mate.
That's fine. Job done. Let's get on
in
with
there,
it.
baby.
There's now only 2 days left to increase the value of this house by 15 grand, or these builders won't be paid, and there's still a mountain of work to do. Half the house still needs plastering. The carpet needs replacing, the hall and living room floorboards are yet to be exposed, and there's painting to do everywhere. But Paul is upstairs in the master bedroom.
All right, Paul.
How are you, mate? You all right?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
So how do you think yesterday went?
Struggled, as per usual, on the first day, but at the end of the day, I think we got quite a lot done, so...
Yeah, there's a bit of a hiccup in that bathroom, picked you back a bit, didn't it?
We thought it was going to be, like, serious, but, I mean, we've been fortunate. We've still got loads to do all around the whole place. We've got painting to do. We're now just finishing the plastering off, but decoration right through. We've still got to make the bathroom a bathroom. We've just got loads to do.
It feels to me like this job has turned into just some plastering marathon.
I mean, originally I said to Huntley, just do the odd bit of plastering here and there and do a bit of patching. He's gone mad. He's skimming every single wall in the whole place.
He's got a little bit of more plastic to do.
Don't start all that.
So look, you seem... I mean, there's a lot of work to be done. Are you confident that the replastering of the walls and sticking a new bathroom in is going to give you 15 grand's worth of added value?
Yeah, the bathroom's worth probably, what, £5,000, £6,000, £7,000? So we're still 7 grand down. We have to find 7 grand from somewhere.
Is the 7 grand in making good these walls and staging?
That is the million-dollar question. I don't know. It's going to be touch and go, touch and go.
The one room they really need to nail to stand any chance of adding value is the bathroom, where Jamie's boxing in the pipes.
Well, I'm worried now, but when it's all done, I think I'll be a lot happier.
And downstairs in the living room, I've got concerns of my own.
So, Alex, that doesn't look so good. What's going on?
I know, it's not very clever, is it? We're going to get some wallpaper paste and just paste it back. Pretend it never happened.
Everybody, all right, OK. So, look, more pressing. Talk me through the colours. I mean, I was starting to see green tinges. I've seen a couple of bits of paint and paint pots lying around, and green has been a theme.
It
has,
has, yes.
What made you go for green?
It just creates instant freshness, really.
OK.
And also will go really well with all the dark wood.
OK.
If you're planning to redecorate your home, your choice of colour is essential. Green is a perfect colour for refreshing a room. It creates a sense of serenity, so it works well in bedrooms, bathrooms and living rooms. You can achieve a subtle look by using varying shades of the same colour. Create a feature of your alcoves by painting them a few shades darker than the main walls.
Have the guys seen it?
They have, yeah.
What do they think?
They liked green.
Do they?
She's handy because a lot of their house is now green.
Now we're off to go and get some furnishings for you.
So with a green theme in mind, I'm going to see if I can whip these boys into creative shape by choosing a rug for the living room. The problem is Michael hasn't made any style decisions in 30 years. This could be interesting.
Now, Alex has already spied a rug in this pile. Now, her thoughts are that she wants the feeling of luxury and comfort. So right, that's what Alex was thinking of, kind of like a bark effect. It's wool.
Should have done that.
You have a budget of £100.
All right.
Now, this is 35 quid. But also, there's the opportunity of either buying a rug for that room, anything up to 100 quid, or buying a cheaper rug and then buying a runner for the downstairs hallway.
Right. What do you mean by a runner?
I'll show you. They've got some around here, actually. Just through here. So, these are a selection of runners, OK. Now, as it stands, I think the hallway is going to be a shade of green, believe it or not.
But actually, I mean, the top one actually doesn't look bad. What do you think?
Come on, Michael. You're not getting out of it that easily.
Be daring. You could give it a completely different personality. I might get into trouble with Alex, but whilst the cat's away, you know, the mice can buy rugs. Go on, have a look, and then we'll all regroup and get back and see what you want or don't want. Stay away from those pink ones there, though.
I actually don't mind that at all.
Don't you? But it's just a bit...
I'm actually really quite keen on that. In this one, you've got colour, a little bit of green, like the walls, but it's got other colours. Yeah, should we do want to have a look at another pile anyway?
Yeah, let's see, have a look at other things.
Well, these two seem to have compatible taste. Back at the house, Alex and Paul are discussing what to do with the upstairs loo.
It'd be really nice to carry the tiles on through so we've got the same theme.
Don't you think, though, it might look like a public toilet?
No. If the tiles come in just up to here, it'll just give a really lovely line to it. It will make it look bigger. And then, obviously, we've got the green accent colour on the walls.
Yeah.
Can we not do that?
I'm struggling on time.
And what about this one? Is it good? Oh, yes.
Yeah. We're going to tile that out, yeah, and then all we're going to do is skim this wall, decorate, yeah?
So you're going to tile it as far as the shower screen?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, God, that's a shame.
No. What can we do? We are doing a whole house in 3 days, so we've got to do the bare minimum.
And let me guess, we've got to...
What?
Go on, say the magic words.
No, I never said it.
Go on.
You don't want to say it, no, I'm not going to do it.
We're going to have to cut back, aren't we?
No. I don't want to keep using that all the time. Only a little bit.
Alex isn't too happy with the progress upstairs. Let's hope she's more impressed by the boys' rug choices. I'm facing her alone as Chris and Michael are spending the night with friends.
Hey, Alex.
Hello. Right.
Now then, I'm not going to muck around. I'm going straight in with it.
Let's go.
This is their choice.
That's lovely.
It's all right, isn't it?
That's really nice.
I was worried that there might be a bit too much green in here, but
no,
I think it's a great choice, isn't it?
That's lovely.
I'm quite pleased that they actually chose this themselves.
Yes.
And, you know, there's elements of colour in there for
I'm
once.
really surprised, actually.
Now, this was more expensive than your carpet, but it still left enough change out of a £100 budget for...
Oh, wow.
Runner.
That's tiny. I thought it was... As you rolled it, I thought it was going to carry on, like...
Well, you said not too long.
I know, but that looks tiny.
Does it?
It does.
I'll unfold it next time. I'll get these out of the dust.
But that's good, you know, we got 2 rugs for the price of 1, really, didn't we?
Still a bit of change.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you get on.
Well done, thank you.
Well, that went well. Sort of. But upstairs, Paul's back to his old tricks, cutting corners again.
Paul?
Yep.
What is this still doing in the bathroom?
Well, do you know what? I like that.
I do. Yeah. What's going through your minds here?
Well, simple.
You couldn't be bothered to rip it out. That's
Basically,
simple.
do you know what? That is exactly the truth.
Mate, honestly, talk me through the decision-making process here, because you've got the toilet next door.
Yeah.
You could have put the door on there and made the bathroom feel bigger.
We did
or
think
kept
of
it as
that.
it is.
Yeah.
So why?
Well, we thought of that. If we do that, that means we could take this wall out, but then we've got to move the shower up the other end, then the window's in the way, because you can't do the shower.
That's not the only problem with shifting the wall. It would cost a lot of time and money that they just don't have.
So then we thought, well, it's not worth the hassle. And then with this...
Well, it's not worth the hassle.
No, it's not. I was going to cut this all back and just box it to there, but the window's in the wrong place anyway, because that means that sink would have come there, meaning it would have been off-centre to the window. The whole thing doesn't work.
OK.
We're just going to paint it, and it's done.
All right. Play on, I suppose. Regardless. Late night?
Definitely.
Late night.
The one room that really needs to wow the estate agents is this bathroom. I just hope the fact that they haven't knocked it through or taken down the old cupboard isn't going to blow their chances. So as the team crack on upstairs, downstairs Paul's making a start on the floor in the front room, which they plan to sand and varnish.
What is this?
Got to try and get these white marks off the floor.
Have you seen the size of this floor? This looks like a child's toy.
Yeah, but I'm trying to just get the white off, that's it.
Look, let's think about this. What about putting carpet down here? Forgetting about these floorboards.
I love the idea.
Do you?
Yeah.
If you put carpet down here...
Yeah.
Alex,
Hiya.
what about putting carpet down in here?
Oh, do we have to?
Well, you don't have to. You can have Paul, your foreman, in this room for the next 10 hours.
We can't do that. We can't afford to do that. I think we've got about £400 left.
Right, OK. Can I stop actually doing this then?
Well, you're the foreman, mate.
Good decision, Paul.
Well, coming to a rather grotty end of day 2, it's now, what, nearly 10 to 9. There's so much work to be done there, but I do think they've made the right decision now on putting, hopefully, carpet in the living room. But that choice will now max out their budget. If anything else goes wrong tomorrow, on the final day, they can't buy themselves out of it.
It's 8 a.m. on the third and final day of the renovation game. It's only a matter of hours before the estate agents return. The builders need to increase the value of this house by 15 grand or they won't get paid. But the house is a long way off being finished.
We got carpet to be done in there, then dressed. In the bathroom, we've got the linos go down, paint the walls, paint the ceiling, and paint all the woodwork. In the living room, we've got carpet again, down in the hallway floor. I'm a bit worried.
And Alex's green theme has struck again.
As As we don't have white tiles up to here, yeah, it looks a bit overpowering, but the whole toilet wasn't supposed to be in this colour. It was just an accent colour.
I like it.
It's quite luminous, isn't it? I love it.
So it's day 3 of our renovation and the final day. The pressure is really on our team today because later on, the owners, Chris and Michael, are going to be having a look around their hopefully finished house. But more importantly for the team, it's when the estate agents come around. Now, they need to be so impressed with the work the guys have done, they will be adding £15,000 on top of their original £420,000 valuation. That's a big ask.
Let's see how much they've done since I left last night.
So, the hallway looks almost done. We've had at least one lick of paint on the door by the looks of it. Green. Oh, hello. What? Really?
Alex, she picked it, she says she likes it, so I ain't arguing with the designer.
We didn't think there was tiles going in there, so...
Well, hopefully all over the wall.
Yeah.
Are you happy with this?
Oh, I'm happy with it. At the end of the day, it's only a colour, and if you don't like the colour, you can easily paint over it.
Yeah, because Michael's forever painting his house, wasn't he?
Let's just hope this paint choice doesn't leave the estate agents green around the gills. The team are allowed to bring in specialist help if it's paid for out of their budget, and they've put aside just enough to hire Sparky Allen to fix the electrical shower and lighting. Every second counts. To stand any chance of adding 15 grand of value to this house and getting paid, they seriously need to get cracking.
Guys, there's less than 2 hours to go. 2 hours, you have to be out of here.
It's now a race against the clock, and the carpet fitters have arrived in the nick of time.
Great work.
But it seems Cutback Paul's left a crucial detail to the last minute.
I'm just trying to give it a light stain over to dry quicker.
Well, it will need to dry quicker, because, well, Michael and Chris are on their way here now. It's not going to be the most glamorous of entrances, is it?
What can you do?
Could have done it last night, just an idea.
2 people do 1 job. 15 minutes to go. Is it wise?
Put your tools down, let's go. That's it, it's finished.
You will be, unless you get that off the door, mate.
Yeah, no,
all right? I'll go and get him.
Quickly.
Time's up. The varnish is barely dry, but Chris and Michael are back, and they're dying to see their home given a fresh lease of life for the first time in 30 years.
Gentlemen, how are we?
Yeah, good, Johnny. Nice shoes.
Now, how you feeling?
Yeah, I can't wait until I've seen what you've done.
Let's see what you think of it, yeah?
Right.
Well, I mean.
Just 3 short days ago, this house was dilapidated and unloved. Has all their hard slog added 15 grand to the value? While they look around the house, the building team and Sparky Allen are in the garden watching their reactions.
I wonder if the floor's still wet.
Must be.
I'm going to tread gingerly. No, it's OK. It's dry.
The hallway was shocking, with wallpaper peeling off the walls and a carpet stuck together with tape. Now it's bright and welcoming, with a neutral stair carpet, varnished floorboards and a fresh lick of paint.
What do you think?
It looks light. It looks airy.
The stairs as well. I like the stairs. Matches the little mat we bought.
Well, you happy with the runner?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
I like that.
Well, it's your choice.
The living room was dark and cluttered, so they barely used it. Now it's a clean, clear study, with a calming colour scheme for Michael to do some quiet reading in.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I like this.
Oh, I really like it. It's good. Now it can be used.
Excellent.
Good.
Great.
Yes, there's nice lights up there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice little plant. I like that. Nice.
I like these colours. Do you?
Yes.
It looks good. It's fresh, like. And my little carpet. I don't know what that table is, though. Where's that table come from? Do you know where that table's come from?
It's your table.
That is definitely our table, isn't it?
It amazes me that you don't recognise it.
Is that their table?
Yeah, it's all their
I
furniture.
just didn't even know that they had it.
No.
For the first time ever, we've got 2 downstairs rooms to use. It's open and clean and nice.
Let's go and take a look up at one of the bedrooms, OK?
Right.
Go on, Dad.
The master bedroom was unloved and totally run down, with boxes piled high and wallpaper hanging off every wall. Now it's a peaceful haven Michael can relax in and enjoy.
So, Michael, this is your new bedroom.
Gosh.
How nice is that, Dad?
It's very good.
Dad, I think me and you are going to swap bedrooms.
So, carpets, the way they've furnished it, you happy?
Very happy. Probably come back up again and notice something else I hadn't noticed before.
One thing you can't fail to notice, the bathroom. Lead the way.
And across the landing, their old grotty toilet has been given a vibrant colour scheme and vinyl floor.
Well, there we go.
Oh, it is green, isn't it?
Someone sneeze?
Yes.
They put lino down. What they didn't do is open it up into the main bathroom. It was going to take them too long.
I've just realised, Alex, I've got the loo roller in my hand.
Their old bathroom, which hadn't been touched since the 1970s, is unrecognisable. They've bought it bang up to date with a new white suite and shower screen, a smart vinyl floor, and more of that vibrant green.
Hey, that's sensible. I like it.
Everything you see is new. I mean, they've put this lino on. It took the best part of 2 days to do this. Yes, Paul.
So
we do have running water, Paul, and there's no leaks. You'll be pleased to hear. And they've kept the cupboards. A central feature to Paul's design, these cupboards. He really wanted to take these cupboards out, but I said no, leave them in.
Brilliant.
So all in all, what do you think of your new home?
Well, yes, yeah, I want you lot to go so I can live in it tonight on my own, you know, with Crystal.
Well, that is the best compliment I can hear. Now, there is one more bit to have a look at.
The outside was Chris's unfinished project, with a load of rubble piled up beside the French doors at the back. Now it's been transformed into his dream, a smart patio where he can enjoy a few beers with his mates.
This is your work finished off.
Well, this is it. Oh.
Our house is now twice the size, because, you know, that room there, and we can use this now that you finished it off nicely. Really like it, yeah.
I like it.
Brilliant. OK, well, look, the guys are over there. Guys, Michael and Chris are here. You go and have a chat with them. Say your thank yous and what have you, and I'll catch you later on.
What do you think?
Thanks, indeed.
Pleasure.
Our team have worked non-stop over the last 3 days to try and add £15,000 to the value of this house. Has the hard work paid off, or will they be going home unpaid? Time to find out. The estate agents are back. And this time, Chris and Michael are joining the building team to hear their every word.
First impressions are good. It's a lot cleaner. Great that they've got the carpet up to expose the floor. And the colour is nice and bright and brings a lot of light in. Good first impression.
Right, OK, so they've obviously replaced the bathroom suite, new shower, new tiling, decoration of sorts. It's a shame they haven't taken that out.
I told you to take it out.
I have to say, I don't really think the standard of workmanship is that fantastic.
You cheeky.
And I'm not too keen on that green colour either. You know, a nice neutral white or beige would be much better.
I'm thinking now I should be looking more through the eyes of an estate agent.
Yeah, which Johnny Boy has always said.
Actually, for once, I'm on Alex's side, where we do need to put in... Anyone can do that.
Yeah.
Anyone can put a magnolia.
You might as well just put nothing in.
OK, now, just take from here, right? If we don't achieve what we were supposed to achieve, I think it's lessons learned all round.
Back in the main bedroom, first impressions, very good, to be quite honest with you. Much more modern furniture, has been redecked, but overall it brightened it up. Made it look a very, very big room.
Excellent.
Big change in here. Obviously, clutter was everywhere. Now the room looks much bigger, particularly the area by the window. Nice to see a lovely neutral carpet in here. And again, colours have changed, it's much brighter.
The garden made some good improvements on that. Very good, so no problems there.
Right, in the toilet, there's not an awful lot you could have done in here, but, you know, the green is just awful, in my opinion, and it will affect the valuation of the property.
So the jury's out. Could the lurid green bathroom and toilet cost our team their pay?
First impression, though, is much better.
A bit one coat wonder, some of it.
So, I've just come in on the end of that. It sounds like there's good and bad.
Yeah.
Have you all come to a decision as regards to an overall value?
Yes, we have, yeah.
Thank you very much, Tony. Well, listen, thank you very much for your time. I'll go and deliver it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Right then.
Let's have it.
Regardless of what I'm about to tell you, well done, because I know you've worked your socks off. 3 days ago, the 3 estate agents valued this house at £420,000. You need to increase the value of this house by £15,000, OK? They now value this house at £440,000. Well, that is genuine surprise, genuine. I don't think they were that confident this time. So, if you'd like to see our team try and do the same again to a completely different house, join us again the same time tomorrow. Till then, goodbye. Happy? Happy with the green?